Hey guys, tonight, we're going somewhere almost impossibly far away. Not across an ocean, not across a continent, not even across our solar system. Tonight, we're simply going home. Because home isn't only the small blue planet resting beneath your feet. Home is something much larger. Something older than mountains, older than oceans, older than life itself. Our home is a vast river of stars stretching across the darkness. The Milky Way. But before you get comfortable, take just a moment to like the video and subscribe. Only if you genuinely enjoy these slow journeys through history, science, and the quiet mysteries of the universe. And while you're settling in, tell me in the comments, where are you listening from tonight? And what time is it where you are? I always love seeing people joining these journeys from every corner of the world. Some just beginning their evening, others listening well after midnight. All of us sharing exactly the same galaxy, even if we're separated by thousands of miles. Now, find a comfortable position. Allow your shoulders to relax. Take one slow breath in, and let it out even more slowly. There is nothing demanding your attention anymore. No emails, no deadlines, no meetings, no alarms. Only the gentle sound of my voice, and the unimaginably old universe quietly carrying us through space. Although it may not feel like it, you are moving incredibly fast. Right now, as you lie perfectly still, Earth is rotating beneath you. The Earth is orbiting the Sun. The Sun is orbiting the center of our galaxy. The galaxy itself is moving through the expanding universe. Yet you feel absolutely nothing. The greatest journeys are often the quietest ones. Perhaps that's fitting, because silence has always been the native language of space. The Milky Way has watched countless civilizations rise and disappear. It watched the dinosaurs walk across ancient forests. It watched the first mammals emerge beneath unfamiliar constellations. It watched humanity learn to build fires, cross oceans, invent telescopes, and eventually realize that the glowing river stretching across the night sky was not a cloud at all, but our own galaxy, seen from the inside. It is one of the strangest ideas in astronomy. Imagine standing inside a gigantic forest. You can see nearby trees. You can even glimpse distant hills through the branches. But understanding the entire forest is difficult because you are standing within it. That is exactly our situation. Every photograph of the Milky Way you've ever admired, every beautiful spiral image, every artist's impression, has been carefully reconstructed from countless observations. Because no human has ever traveled far enough away to photograph our galaxy from the outside. Everything we know has been pieced together from light. Tiny whispers of light, some arriving after hundreds of years, others traveling for thousands, or tens of thousands of years before finally reaching Earth. Astronomy is often described as looking into space, but that isn't entirely true. Astronomy is really the study of ancient light. Every photon arriving tonight tells a story that began long ago. Some left nearby stars before the Roman Empire existed. Others began their journey before the pyramids were built. A few started traveling toward us before humans even existed. When we look upward, we are looking backward through time. That simple realization changes almost everything. The night sky is not showing us what the universe looks like now. It shows us what it looked like when its light first began traveling toward Earth. Even our nearest stellar neighbor, Proxima Centauri, appears as it existed more than 4 years ago. If something happened there tonight, we would remain completely unaware for years. The universe always arrives with a delay. Perhaps that's one reason the night sky feels so peaceful. Nothing is urgent. Nothing happens instantly. Stars spend millions of years being born. They shine for billions more. Even galaxies require hundreds of millions of years simply to rotate once around their centers. Compared with the universe, human history is little more than a passing breath. And strangely, that thought can be comforting. Many people imagine that such enormous scales make humanity insignificant, but perhaps they simply make existence more precious. Out of all the silent planets orbiting all the countless stars in our galaxy, here we are, aware enough to ask questions, curious enough to search for answers, calm enough to spend an evening simply appreciating where we live. Tonight, we'll travel together through 100 remarkable stories hidden inside the Milky Way. Some concern stars, others concern black holes. Some describe invisible matter. Others explain why Earth exists exactly where it does. We'll discover wandering planets drifting forever without suns. Ancient stellar cities older than almost everything else in existence. Invisible magnetic rivers stretching across 100,000 light years. And perhaps most surprisingly, we'll learn that our own sun is only one quiet resident in an unimaginably crowded cosmic neighborhood. So, take another slow breath. Allow your thoughts to become lighter. And together, let's begin our journey through our true home. Fact 1. The cosmic name. The glowing band we call the Milky Way has fascinated humanity for thousands of years, inspiring myths, legends, and countless stories long before anyone understood what it truly was. Ancient Greek observers called it Galaxias Kyklos, meaning milky circle, after imagining that divine milk had spilled across the heavens and formed the pale ribbon stretching through the night sky. Today we know that this glowing band is not a cloud or mist at all, but the combined light of hundreds of billions of distant stars packed so closely together that our eyes merge them into one luminous river. When you look toward the Milky Way on a dark, moonless night, you are peering sideways through the enormous disk of our own galaxy rather than looking out into empty space. The faint dark lanes running through the bright band are immense clouds of interstellar dust, quietly blocking the light from countless stars hidden behind them and creating beautiful patterns across the sky. Every civilization that has lived beneath this celestial river has created its own explanation for its mysterious glow, proving that curiosity about the universe is one of humanity's oldest shared traditions. As we begin tonight's journey through our galactic home, this ancient river of light reminds us that every person who has ever lived has spent their entire life beneath the same magnificent canopy of stars. Fact 2. An island among galaxies. For most of human history, people believed the Milky Way was the entire universe because nothing beyond its glowing band could be understood with the naked eye. Everything changed in the early 20th century when astronomers discovered that the faint spiral known as Andromeda was not a nearby cloud, but an enormous galaxy far beyond our own. This remarkable discovery revealed that the Milky Way is only one galaxy among countless others scattered throughout the observable universe, each containing billions or even trillions of stars. Our galaxy belongs to a small collection called the Local Group, where dozens of galaxies quietly orbit one another under the gentle influence of gravity. Beyond the Local Group lie giant clusters of galaxies, and beyond those clusters stretch unimaginably vast cosmic webs connecting the universe across billions of light years. The realization that our galaxy is only one tiny member of a much greater cosmic family forever transformed humanity's understanding of its place in existence. Whenever you gaze into the night sky, remember that our magnificent galaxy is itself only one glowing island floating peacefully within an endless cosmic ocean. Fact 3. The shape of our home. If we could travel millions of light years away and look back toward our home, the Milky Way would appear as a graceful barred spiral galaxy slowly rotating through the darkness. Its brilliant central bar contains billions of ancient stars, while elegant spiral arms curve outward like glowing ribbons woven from gas, dust, and younger suns. These spiral arms are not solid structures, but enormous waves of higher density where gas clouds gather and new generations of stars are continuously born. From above, the galaxy resembles a magnificent cosmic pinwheel stretching nearly 100,000 light-years from one side to the other. Although artists often illustrate the Milky Way with perfect symmetry, modern observations reveal that its spiral arms are uneven, constantly evolving, and far more complex than once imagined. The entire galaxy rotates slowly, completing one full revolution in roughly 200 million years, making every orbit a truly extraordinary journey through space. Our peaceful home is therefore not standing still, but performing an elegant dance that has continued almost uninterrupted for more than 13 billion years. Fact 4. Our quiet neighborhood. The solar system does not live near the crowded center of the Milky Way, nor does it occupy the lonely outer edge where stars become increasingly scarce. Instead, we reside within a smaller spiral feature known as the Orion Spur, located between the much larger Sagittarius Arm and Perseus Arm. This relatively peaceful neighborhood contains enough heavy elements to build rocky planets, while avoiding many of the violent explosions common near the galactic core. Because our region experiences fewer supernovae and lower levels of intense radiation, Earth has enjoyed billions of years of remarkable stability. That long period of cosmic calm allowed oceans to form, continents to grow, and life to slowly evolve into the astonishing diversity we see today. Astronomers often describe this location as part of the galactic habitable zone, where the conditions appear especially favorable for complex life to emerge. Our existence may owe much to the fortunate address our solar system occupies within the enormous city of the Milky Way. Fact 5. The size beyond imagination. The Milky Way stretches across roughly 100,000 light-years, making it so vast that ordinary human measurements become almost meaningless. A single beam of light, traveling at nearly 300,000 kilometers every second, would still require 100,000 years to cross the galaxy from edge to edge. Even our fastest spacecraft would need hundreds of millions of years to make the same journey, revealing just how tiny our technological achievements remain beside cosmic distances. The nearest star beyond our Sun, Proxima Centauri, is already more than 4 light-years away despite being our closest stellar neighbor. Every bright star visible to your naked eye belongs to only a tiny fraction of the Milky Way, leaving the overwhelming majority hidden far beyond human vision. The galaxy's immense size reminds us that even the greatest journeys imagined in science fiction barely scratch the surface of our true cosmic home. When you look upward tonight, you are seeing only the smallest glimpse of an unimaginably vast structure extending far beyond the limits of ordinary perception. Fact 6. Older than almost everything. The universe is estimated to be approximately 13.8 billion years old, while the Milky Way began forming only a few hundred million years later. This means our galaxy has existed for nearly the entire history of the cosmos, quietly witnessing almost everything that has happened since the earliest ages of time. Many of the oldest stars still shining within the galactic halo were already ancient long before the Earth, the Sun, or even our solar system came into existence. These remarkable stellar elders burn their fuel so slowly that some are expected to survive for trillions of years into the distant future. By carefully studying these ancient stars, astronomers can reconstruct the earliest chapters in the Milky Way's incredible history. Every one of these stellar relics carries chemical clues that reveal what the young universe was like shortly after the Big Bang. Whenever we observe these ancient suns, we are looking directly into the earliest surviving memories of our galactic home. Fact 7. The Sleeping Giant. Hidden deep within the heart of the Milky Way lies Sagittarius A*, a supermassive black hole containing the mass of more than 4 million suns compressed into an astonishingly small region. Although black holes are often imagined as endlessly consuming everything around them, our galaxy's central black hole is surprisingly quiet compared with many others across the universe. At the present time, it feeds only on small amounts of gas and dust, producing relatively modest bursts of energy instead of violent cosmic eruptions. Even in its quiet state, Sagittarius A* exerts an immense gravitational influence that helps organize the orbits of countless stars surrounding the galactic center. Astronomers cannot observe the black hole directly, but they can track nearby stars racing around an invisible object at extraordinary speeds. Those stellar motions provide some of the strongest evidence confirming the existence of this hidden giant deep within our galaxy. Though invisible to our eyes, Sagittarius A* remains the powerful gravitational heart around which the Milky Way continues its timeless rotation. Fact 8. The Invisible Universe. Everything we can see inside the Milky Way, including stars, planets, gas, dust, and nebulae, represents only a small fraction of the galaxy's true mass. Astronomers estimate that roughly 85% of the Milky Way's total matter exists in an invisible form known as dark matter. Dark matter neither emits nor reflects light, making it completely invisible to telescopes regardless of how advanced they become. Its existence is revealed only through gravity, which holds galaxies together far more strongly than visible matter alone could explain. Without this enormous, unseen halo surrounding the Milky Way, the rapidly orbiting outer stars would simply escape into intergalactic space. Although scientists still do not know exactly what dark matter is, it appears to provide the hidden framework upon which galaxies are built. In many ways, the galaxy we call home is supported by an invisible foundation that remains one of the greatest mysteries in modern science. Fact 9. A future collision. The Milky Way and the neighboring Andromeda Galaxy are slowly moving toward one another at hundreds of thousands of kilometers per hour under their mutual gravitational attraction. Although this sounds alarming, the first close encounter will not occur for approximately 4.5 billion years, long after humanity's present civilization is gone. Because the distances between stars are unimaginably vast, individual stars are extremely unlikely to collide even as the galaxies pass through each other. Instead, gravity will gradually reshape both galaxies, stretching their spiral arms into enormous streams of stars before they finally merge. The result will likely be a giant elliptical galaxy, sometimes nicknamed Milkomeda by astronomers. Any surviving civilizations living in the distant future would witness a breathtaking transformation unlike anything seen in today's night sky. Even galaxies, despite their enormous size and apparent permanence, continue to evolve through slow and beautiful cosmic encounters. Fact 10. 1 year around the galaxy. Just as the Earth completes one orbit around the Sun every year, our entire solar system slowly circles the center of the Milky Way in an immense galactic journey. Traveling at nearly 800,000 kilometers per hour, the Sun still requires roughly 230 million years to complete a single orbit around the galaxy. This immense span of time is known as a galactic year, making human history only the tiniest fraction of one complete revolution. The last time our solar system occupied this exact location within the Milky Way, dinosaurs had only recently begun walking across the Earth. Since then, continents have drifted, species have evolved, and humanity has appeared, all during only a small portion of one galactic orbit. Even as you rest quietly tonight, you are traveling around the galaxy at extraordinary speed without feeling the slightest movement. Our peaceful journey through the Milky Way has continued for billions of years and will carry Earth onward for billions more, beneath the silent glow of countless distant stars. Fact 11. Reading the family tree of the galaxy. Every star in the Milky Way carries a unique chemical fingerprint, allowing astronomers to uncover its birthplace and estimate its age with remarkable precision. The very first stars contained almost nothing but hydrogen and helium, while later generations became enriched with heavier elements forged inside older stars that had already lived and died. By measuring the abundance of elements such as iron, carbon, oxygen, and magnesium, scientists can reconstruct the Milky Way's history much like archaeologists studying ancient civilizations layer by layer. This fascinating field, known as galactic archaeology, reveals that our galaxy grew through countless generations of stellar birth, death, and renewal over billions of years. Some stars still preserve the chemical signature of the young universe, making them among the oldest surviving witnesses to cosmic history. Each new stellar survey adds another piece to this enormous puzzle, helping astronomers understand how the Milky Way slowly evolved into the galaxy we see today. Whenever we observe a distant star, we are not only seeing its light, but also reading a chapter from the ancient autobiography of our galactic home. Fact 12. The galactic habitable zone. Just as planets must orbit within a star's habitable zone to support liquid water, entire galaxies also contain regions that are more favorable for the development of complex life. Near the crowded galactic center, frequent supernova explosions, intense radiation, and the powerful influence of the central black hole create an environment that is far more hostile to developing planetary systems. Far beyond the outer spiral arms, however, there are too few heavy elements like iron, silicon, and oxygen to easily form rocky planets similar to Earth. Between these two extremes lies a broad region known as the galactic habitable zone, where conditions appear balanced enough for planets and life to flourish. Our solar system happens to reside comfortably within this relatively peaceful neighborhood, giving Earth billions of years of remarkable stability. Although scientists continue to refine the exact boundaries of this zone, many believe our fortunate location played a crucial role in the evolution of life. Sometimes the greatest cosmic miracle is not being at the center of everything, but quietly existing in exactly the right place. Fact 13. The nurseries of new suns. Scattered throughout the Milky Way are enormous clouds of cold hydrogen gas and microscopic dust known as nebulae, where entirely new generations of stars are continuously being born. Within these silent clouds, gravity slowly gathers material together over millions of years until dense pockets become hot enough to ignite nuclear fusion at their centers. At that extraordinary moment, a newborn star begins shining for the very first time, transforming its dark nursery into a brilliant landscape of glowing gas and colorful light. Many of these stellar nurseries also give birth to planets, asteroids, comets, and countless smaller bodies that eventually form complete solar systems. The famous Orion Nebula is one of the closest examples, allowing astronomers to observe thousands of infant stars still wrapped inside their birth clouds. Every atom that now forms our sun and planets once drifted through similar nebulae before becoming part of the solar system over 4.5 billion years ago. Even tonight, somewhere within the Milky Way, countless newborn suns are opening their brilliant eyes to the universe for the very first time. Fact 14. The Magellanic Companions. The Milky Way is accompanied by several smaller satellite galaxies, the largest of which are known as the Large Magellanic Cloud and the Small Magellanic Cloud. Visible mainly from the southern hemisphere, these neighboring dwarf galaxies appear as faint glowing patches hanging quietly in the night sky. Although they seem peaceful from Earth, both galaxies are locked in a slow gravitational dance with the Milky Way that has continued for billions of years. Our galaxy's immense gravity gradually pulls gas and stars away from these companions, creating a spectacular ribbon of material called the Magellanic Stream stretching across space. Astronomers believe these interactions have influenced star formation within all three galaxies and may continue shaping their evolution for billions of years to come. Studying these nearby companions provides valuable insight into how larger galaxies grow by interacting with and absorbing smaller neighbors. Together, they remind us that even galaxies exist within families, quietly influencing one another through the invisible power of gravity. Fact 15. Lonely worlds without suns. Not every planet in the Milky Way enjoys the warmth and light of a parent star, as billions of rogue planets wander alone through the darkness of interstellar space. These mysterious worlds were likely ejected from their original solar systems during violent gravitational encounters, while those systems were still forming billions of years ago. Without a nearby sun, their surfaces are unimaginably cold, wrapped in endless darkness and drifting silently between distant stars. Some scientists believe that larger rogue planets could still possess underground oceans kept warm by radioactive heat trapped deep inside their interiors. If so, these lonely wanderers might provide unexpected environments where simple forms of life could potentially survive despite receiving no sunlight at all. Because they emit almost no visible light, rogue planets remain extremely difficult to detect, meaning many may pass unnoticed through the galaxy. The Milky Way is therefore filled not only with brilliant stars, but also with countless hidden worlds quietly wandering through an eternal cosmic night. Fact 16. The Great Attractor. Although the Milky Way itself races through space at tremendous speed, our galaxy is also being pulled toward an even greater gravitational mystery known as the Great Attractor. Located roughly 200 million light-years away, this enormous concentration of mass influences the motion of thousands of galaxies across a vast region of the universe. Astronomers cannot observe it directly because it lies behind the dense plane of our own galaxy, where thick clouds of dust block much of the visible light. Despite remaining largely hidden, its immense gravitational pull continues drawing the Milky Way and countless neighboring galaxies toward the same distant destination. Modern observations suggest that the Great Attractor may itself be only one part of an even larger structure called the Laniakea supercluster. The discovery reminds us that our galaxy is not drifting randomly through space, but participating in an enormous cosmic flow extending across hundreds of millions of light years. Even the Milky Way, vast as it seems, is quietly following invisible currents through the expanding universe. Fact 17. Billions of possible Earths. Only a few decades ago, astronomers did not know whether planets existed around other stars, but today thousands of exoplanets have completely transformed our understanding of the galaxy. Observations suggest that most stars within the Milky Way probably possess planetary systems, making planets one of the most common objects in our cosmic neighborhood. Scientists estimate there may be as many as 40 billion Earth-sized planets orbiting within the habitable zones of their stars throughout our galaxy alone. Some of these distant worlds may possess oceans, continents, clouds, and climates remarkably similar to those found on Earth. Others may orbit red dwarf stars beneath crimson sunsets or circle two suns that illuminate their skies from different directions. Although we have not yet discovered life beyond Earth, the sheer number of potentially habitable planets makes the possibility increasingly difficult to ignore. Every star you see tonight may represent not just another sun, but an entire family of worlds waiting to be explored. Fact 18. The quiet song of the galaxy. Although space itself is silent because sound cannot travel through a vacuum, the Milky Way continuously produces invisible radio waves and electromagnetic signals. Fast-moving electrons spiraling through the galaxy's magnetic fields generate a faint radio emission known as synchrotron radiation, creating a constant cosmic background. Radio telescopes can detect these signals and transform them into data that reveals hidden structures impossible to observe with ordinary light. Scientists have even converted astronomical observations into sound through a process called sonification, allowing people to experience the galaxy in a completely different way. The resulting tones resemble deep drones, delicate chimes, and slow musical patterns generated entirely from real scientific measurements. While these sounds are not naturally audible in space, they offer a fascinating way to appreciate the invisible activity constantly occurring throughout our galaxy. In its own unique language, the Milky Way is always singing, even though its ancient melody can only be heard through the tools of modern astronomy. Fact 19. Our incredible speed through space. Even while resting peacefully on Earth, you are traveling through the universe at extraordinary speeds without feeling the slightest movement. The Earth spins on its axis, circles the Sun, and the entire solar system orbits the center of the Milky Way at nearly 800,000 kilometers per hour. Meanwhile, the Milky Way itself is moving through the local group, while the entire local group travels within the larger cosmic web of galaxies. Combined together, these different motions carry us through previously unexplored regions of space every single moment of every day. Unlike a car or airplane, this incredible journey produces no sensation because everything around us shares the same smooth motion. Every hour that passes places Earth in a location where no human being has ever existed before in the history of our species. Without realizing it, every person alive is an astronaut aboard a remarkably stable spaceship called the Milky Way. Fact 20. A surprisingly thin galaxy. Although the Milky Way stretches nearly 100,000 light-years across, its main stellar disk is only about 1,000 light-years thick. If our galaxy were scaled down to the diameter of a large vinyl record, the thickness of the entire stellar disk would be less than a single sheet of paper. Most of the stars, gas, and dust that make up the familiar spiral structure occupy this remarkably thin layer rotating around the galactic center. Above and below the disk lies a vast halo containing ancient globular clusters, dark matter, and sparse populations of extremely old stars. This surprisingly delicate structure demonstrates how gravity organizes enormous amounts of matter into elegant, flattened systems over billions of years. From the side, the Milky Way would appear far thinner than most people imagine when viewing artistic illustrations of spiral galaxies. Our entire civilization therefore exists within a beautiful, spinning ribbon of stars that is astonishingly thin compared to its incredible width. Fact 21. The heart of the galactic bar. Deep within the center of the Milky Way lies a massive structure known as the galactic bar, a long region of densely packed ancient stars stretching across the heart of our galaxy. For many years, astronomers believed the Milky Way was a simple spiral galaxy, but infrared observations revealed that its center is actually shaped more like a glowing cosmic bridge. This enormous bar contains billions of stars and acts as a powerful gravitational engine, slowly influencing the movement of gas and dust throughout the galaxy. As material flows along this structure, it helps deliver clouds of gas toward the central regions where new stars can eventually be created. The stars inside the bar are among the oldest members of the Milky Way, carrying memories from the earliest stages of our galaxy's formation. Because thick clouds of dust hide the center from visible light, scientists rely on infrared telescopes to study this hidden region in remarkable detail. The galactic bar is a reminder that even the most familiar galaxies can contain secret structures waiting to be discovered. Fact 22. The mysterious Fermi bubbles. Above and below the center of the Milky Way extend two enormous structures known as the Fermi bubbles, discovered in 2010 using NASA's Fermi Gamma-ray Space Telescope. These gigantic regions of high-energy radiation stretch roughly 25,000 light-years from the galactic center into the surrounding space. Together, they form an enormous hourglass shape surrounding Sagittarius A*, the supermassive black hole at the heart of our galaxy. Scientists believe these bubbles may have been created by a powerful event millions of years ago, when the central black hole consumed a large amount of material. The energy released during that ancient event sent enormous waves of particles and radiation shooting outward through the galaxy. Although the explosion happened long before humans existed, its effects are still visible today across tens of thousands of light years. The Fermi bubbles reveal that the quiet-looking center of our galaxy once experienced moments of incredible cosmic violence. Fact 23. The ancient halo of stars. Surrounding the bright disk of the Milky Way is a gigantic spherical region called the galactic halo, containing some of the oldest objects in our galaxy. Unlike the crowded spiral arms filled with young stars and glowing nebulae, the halo is a quiet and ancient environment with scattered populations of extremely old stars. Within this region are globular clusters, enormous groups containing hundreds of thousands or even millions of stars tightly bound together by gravity. Some of these clusters formed more than 13 billion years ago, making them among the oldest surviving structures in the entire universe. Their stars provide astronomers with valuable clues about the early formation of the Milky Way and the conditions of the young cosmos. The halo also contains a vast amount of dark matter, creating an invisible gravitational shell surrounding the visible galaxy, like ancient cities floating beyond the edges of a modern world. These stellar clusters silently preserve the forgotten history of our galactic beginnings. Fact 24. The Great Rift of Cosmic Dust. When people look at the Milky Way, they often notice dark areas cutting through the bright band of stars, known as the Great Rift. At first glance, these regions appear empty, but they are actually enormous clouds of interstellar dust blocking the light from stars behind them. These clouds contain tiny particles of carbon, minerals, and frozen molecules created from the remains of ancient stars. Far from being useless darkness, these dusty regions are essential ingredients for creating future generations of stars and planets. Inside these clouds, gravity slowly gathers material together until new suns begin forming within their cold interiors. The same dust that hides the galaxy's light also provides the raw materials needed to build new worlds. In the Milky Way, Darkness is not the absence of creation. It is often the place where creation quietly begins. Fact 25. The stars escaping the galaxy. Most stars in the Milky Way follow predictable paths around the galactic center, but a small number of unusual stars are moving fast enough to escape our galaxy completely. These rare objects are known as hypervelocity stars, and they travel through space at millions of miles per hour. Many are believed to have been launched during dramatic encounters near Sagittarius A*, where powerful gravitational forces can fling stars outward like cosmic slingshots. When a binary star system passes too close to the central black hole, one star may be captured while the other is violently ejected into space. These runaway suns can travel across enormous distances, eventually leaving the gravitational influence of the Milky Way forever. Their journeys transform them into lonely travelers moving through the vast emptiness between galaxies. They remind us that even within our peaceful galactic home, incredible cosmic events are constantly reshaping the paths of individual stars. Fact 26. The galaxy that ate its neighbors. The Milky Way did not become the enormous galaxy we see today by growing peacefully alone. Much of its size came from consuming smaller galaxies over billions of years. Throughout its history, the gravity of our galaxy has pulled smaller dwarf galaxies apart, absorbing their stars, gas, and dark matter. Astronomers have discovered long streams of stars surrounding the Milky Way that appear to be the remains of these ancient galactic meals. One of the most significant events was the Gaia-Enceladus merger, which occurred billions of years ago and dramatically shaped the structure of our galaxy. These discoveries reveal that galaxies are not permanent objects, but constantly changing communities built through collisions and cooperation. The stars in our galaxy therefore come from many different origins, with some having been born inside galaxies that no longer exist. The Milky Way is not just a galaxy. It is a cosmic archive containing the remains of countless worlds that came before it. Fact 27. The invisible magnetic web. Although space appears empty, the Milky Way is filled with invisible magnetic fields stretching across enormous distances. These magnetic forces are incredibly weak compared with everyday magnets on Earth, yet they influence the behavior of charged particles throughout the galaxy. The magnetic field follows the shape of the spiral arms, helping guide cosmic rays and affecting the movement of interstellar gas clouds. Without these invisible forces, the structure of the galaxy would look very different from the elegant spiral we observe today. Scientists study these magnetic fields by observing polarized light from distant stars and radio signals traveling through space. The galactic magnetic field acts almost like a hidden nervous system connecting different regions of the Milky Way together. Though invisible to human eyes, it quietly shapes the galaxy in ways we are only beginning to understand. Fact 28. Cosmic rays from ancient explosions. Every moment, Earth is being struck by invisible particles called cosmic rays traveling through space at nearly the speed of light. Many of these energetic particles were accelerated by violent events such as supernova explosions that occurred thousands or even millions of years ago. As they travel through the Milky Way, magnetic fields bend and redirect their paths, causing some particles to wander through space for incredibly long periods. A single cosmic ray reaching Earth tonight may have crossed enormous regions of the galaxy before finally arriving at our atmosphere. These particles carry information about some of the most powerful events that have occurred throughout the history of the Milky Way. Although invisible and harmless in small amounts, cosmic rays provide scientists with a unique way to study the galaxy's energetic processes. They are ancient messengers from distant stellar disasters, arriving on Earth after journeys lasting longer than human civilization itself. Fact 29. The local fluff. Our solar system is currently traveling through a thin cloud of interstellar material known as the local interstellar cloud, or the local fluff. This region contains extremely sparse amounts of warm hydrogen and helium spread across several light years of space. Despite sounding dense, this cloud is far emptier than any atmosphere humans experience, containing only a tiny number of particles in each cubic centimeter. The Sun has been moving through this region for thousands of years and will eventually leave it behind as it continues its journey around the galaxy. The local fluff interacts with the outer boundary of the heliosphere, the protective bubble created by the Sun's solar wind. Studying this nearby cloud helps scientists understand the environment surrounding our solar system as it travels through the Milky Way. Even the emptiest regions of space are not completely empty. They are filled with invisible material quietly surrounding our planetary home. Fact 30. The ghosts of dead stars. The Milky Way is filled with the remains of stars that completed their lives billions of years ago, leaving behind fascinating cosmic remnants. Stars similar in size to our Sun eventually release their outer layers and leave behind incredibly dense objects called white dwarfs. These stellar remnants no longer produce energy through fusion, but continue glowing for trillions of years as they slowly cool through time. More massive stars can end their lives in enormous supernova explosions, creating neutron stars or black holes from their collapsed cores. The galaxy contains billions of these stellar ghosts, silently drifting through space as reminders of ancient stars that once shone brightly. Many of the elements created during these dramatic endings later became part of new stars, planets, and even living creatures. The Milky Way is therefore not only a birthplace of stars, but also a vast cemetery where the remains of countless suns continue their quiet journey. Fact 31. The Pillars of Creation, the birthplace of new stars. Deep within the Eagle Nebula, one of the most famous regions of the Milky Way, stand enormous columns of gas and dust known as the Pillars of Creation. These towering structures stretch across several light years and appear like giant fingers reaching into the darkness of space. Inside these cold clouds, gravity slowly gathers material together, creating dense regions where new stars begin their journey from simple clouds of gas. The intense radiation from nearby young stars illuminates the edges of the pillars while slowly eroding them over millions of years. Although these structures appear peaceful, they are actually places of incredible activity where new solar systems are being created. The name, Pillars of Creation, comes from the fact that they are both being destroyed by radiation and simultaneously creating new stars. They represent one of the most beautiful examples of how destruction and creation exist together throughout the life cycle of the galaxy. Fact 32. The outer limits of the galactic home. Far away from the bright central regions of the Milky Way lie the outer edges of the galactic disk, where stars become fewer and conditions change dramatically. These distant regions contain fewer heavy elements because earlier generations of stars had less material available to enrich the surrounding space. Without enough elements such as iron, silicon, and oxygen, forming rocky planets similar to Earth becomes much more difficult. Many worlds that exist in these outer regions may be dominated by frozen objects, gas giants, or smaller bodies without the ingredients necessary for complex environments. The gradual decrease of heavy elements across the galaxy tells scientists how star formation has changed throughout cosmic history. The outer Milky Way is not empty, but it represents a very different environment from the comfortable region where Earth exists. Our location within the galaxy appears to be a delicate balance between having enough material for life and avoiding extreme cosmic dangers. Fact 33. Hearing the center of the galaxy. Although sound cannot travel through the vacuum of space, scientists have found creative ways to transform astronomical data into sounds humans can experience. Using information from telescopes observing the galactic center, researchers have created special audio representations called data sonifications. Different wavelengths of light, including X-rays and infrared radiation, are converted into musical tones and patterns. The result is a haunting collection of deep vibrations, gentle notes, and rising sounds representing real activity near the heart of the Milky Way. Bright regions of radiation become higher tones, while darker structures produce deeper sounds, creating an artistic interpretation of the invisible universe. These cosmic melodies allow us to experience the galaxy in a completely different way, turning distant light into something we can almost hear. Even though the Milky Way remains silent in space, its hidden movements can still inspire a beautiful cosmic symphony. Fact 34. The bridge between galaxies. Between the large and small Magellanic Clouds stretches an enormous stream of hydrogen gas, known as the Magellanic Bridge. This invisible structure connects the two dwarf galaxies and provides evidence of their long gravitational relationship with each other and the Milky Way. Scientists believe this bridge formed through ancient interactions where gravity pulled material away from the smaller galaxies during close encounters. Although it contains only thin amounts of gas, this structure extends across thousands of light years of space. Within this stream of material, new stars have occasionally formed despite the extremely sparse conditions. The Magellanic Bridge shows that galaxies are not isolated islands, but are constantly exchanging material through invisible cosmic connections. Even between distant galaxies, gravity creates relationships that can last for billions of years. Fact 35. The hidden brightness of the galactic center. When we look toward the center of the Milky Way with our eyes, we see a dark and dusty region filled with mysterious shadows. However, this appearance is misleading because the galactic center is actually one of the brightest and most crowded regions of our galaxy. Millions of stars exist within a relatively small volume around Sagittarius A*, creating an environment far denser than our own neighborhood. Visible light cannot pass through the thick clouds of dust surrounding this region, hiding its true brilliance from human eyes. Infrared telescopes, however, can penetrate these dusty layers and reveal a spectacular city of ancient stars glowing in the darkness. If humans could see infrared light naturally, the center of the Milky Way would appear as a breathtaking golden landscape of countless suns. The hidden heart of our galaxy reminds us that the universe often contains its greatest wonders behind invisible curtains. Fact 36. The mystery of the missing mass. When astronomers measure how quickly stars orbit the outer regions of the Milky Way, they encounter a surprising mystery. According to the visible matter we can observe, those distant stars should be moving much slower than they actually are. Instead, they orbit the galaxy at speeds that suggest there must be far more mass present than telescopes can detect. This discovery became one of the strongest pieces of evidence for the existence of dark matter. The invisible material surrounding the Milky Way creates additional gravity, allowing the galaxy to maintain its structure over billions of years. Without this hidden mass, spiral galaxies like ours would likely have broken apart long ago. The mystery of dark matter shows that the universe contains far more than what our eyes can see. Fact 37. The birth rate of new suns. The Milky Way is not an ancient collection of dead stars. It is a living galaxy that continues creating new stars today. Astronomers estimate that our galaxy forms approximately 1 to 2 new stars every year from collapsing clouds of gas and dust. Although this may seem slow, over millions of years it produces enormous numbers of new suns shining throughout the spiral arms. These newborn stars are created from material recycled from previous generations of stars that exploded and returned elements to space. Every new star carries ingredients that were forged inside older stars, continuing a cosmic cycle that has lasted billions of years. The galaxy is constantly renewing itself, replacing old stars with new ones while preserving the history of those that came before. The Milky Way is not a museum of ancient lights. It is an active place where creation continues even as we sleep. Fact 38. The Milky Way and the Cosmic Web. The Milky Way does not float alone in an empty universe, but exists within a gigantic structure called the cosmic web. Across billions of light years, galaxies are arranged along enormous filaments made from dark matter and gas. These structures resemble a vast invisible network, with galaxies gathering like bright cities connected by cosmic highways. The gravity of dark matter helped shape this web shortly after the beginning of the universe, guiding where galaxies would eventually form. Our Milky Way belongs to a small section of this enormous arrangement, connected to countless other galaxies across unimaginable distances. Studying the cosmic web helps scientists understand how the universe developed from a simple early state into the complex structure we observe today. Even our magnificent galaxy is only one small glowing thread within a much larger cosmic tapestry. Fact 39. The tilted journey of Earth. The solar system has a unique orientation within the Milky Way that creates a fascinating relationship between our planetary system and the galaxy around us. The plane where Earth and the other planets orbit the Sun is tilted significantly compared with the flat disk of the Milky Way. This means our solar system moves through the galaxy at an angle rather than traveling perfectly aligned with the galactic plane. As Earth rotates and the Sun travels around the galaxy, we experience different perspectives of the stars throughout the year. This unusual alignment is one reason the Milky Way appears as a dramatic band stretching across the night sky, instead of surrounding us evenly. The geometry of our cosmic location creates the beautiful views that have inspired astronomers and dreamers for thousands of years. Even our position and movement through space contribute to the unique way we experience the universe. Fact 40. The future transformation of the Milky Way. The Milky Way may appear permanent and eternal, but like everything in the universe, it is slowly changing over time. Billions of years in the future, the collision with the Andromeda Galaxy will reshape our current spiral structure forever. The elegant arms of the Milky Way will gradually dissolve as gravity mixes stars, gas, and dust from both galaxies together. The result will likely become a larger elliptical galaxy containing the combined populations of both original galaxies. Although the transformation sounds destructive, it will happen slowly over billions of years, giving stars plenty of time to adapt to their new environment. The universe is filled with such transformations, where endings become beginnings and destruction creates new possibilities. The Milky Way we know today is only one chapter in the long and beautiful story of our galaxy's evolution. Fact 41. The ancient heart of the Milky Way. Deep within the center of our galaxy lies a dense region called the galactic bulge, a massive collection of ancient stars surrounding the central black hole. Unlike the bright blue stars found in the spiral arms, most stars in the bulge are older, cooler, and carry the history of the earliest days of the Milky Way. Many of these stars formed more than 10 billion years ago when our galaxy was still young and growing from clouds of primordial gas. The bulge contains an incredible concentration of stars, with millions of suns packed into a relatively small region of space. From this crowded environment, the early structure of the Milky Way began taking shape, creating the foundation for the galaxy we know today. Studying these ancient stars allows astronomers to look back in time and understand how the first stages of galactic evolution unfolded. The galactic bulge is like an ancient city at the center of our cosmic home, preserving memories from a time before Earth even existed. Fact 42. The protective bubble of the Sun. Our solar system is surrounded by a massive invisible shield created by the Sun called the heliosphere. This enormous bubble forms because the Sun constantly releases a stream of charged particles known as the solar wind into surrounding space. As the solar system travels through the Milky Way, the heliosphere pushes against the thin material between the stars, creating a protective boundary. This shield helps block many dangerous cosmic particles that travel through the galaxy at nearly the speed of light. At the outer edge of the heliosphere, scientists study the interaction between our Sun and the wider environment of the Milky Way. Without this protective bubble, Earth would experience a much harsher cosmic environment filled with higher levels of radiation. The heliosphere is a reminder that our planet is not only protected by Earth's atmosphere, but also by the invisible influence of our star. Fact 43. The galactic lighthouses. Across the Milky Way exist some of the most precise natural clocks in the universe, pulsars. These objects are the remains of massive stars that exploded as supernovae and collapsed into incredibly dense neutron stars. A pulsar can contain more mass than the Sun compressed into a sphere only about the size of a city. As these objects spin rapidly, they send powerful beams of radiation from their magnetic poles across space. Whenever these beams sweep past Earth, telescopes detect them as regular pulses, similar to a lighthouse flashing across the ocean. Some pulsars rotate hundreds of times every second with astonishing accuracy, allowing scientists to use them as cosmic timekeepers. These spinning stellar remnants reveal the violent endings of massive stars and the extreme physics that exists throughout our galaxy. Fact 44. The chemistry of life across the galaxy. The Milky Way contains enormous clouds of complex molecules floating between the stars, including many ingredients needed for life. Within these regions exist carbon-based molecules called polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, which are among the most common organic compounds in space. These molecules contain structures built from carbon and hydrogen, the same elements that form the foundation of life on Earth. Scientists believe that these cosmic chemicals may become incorporated into newly forming planets during the birth of solar systems. The ingredients that eventually became part of living organisms on Earth may have traveled through space long before our planet existed. Across the galaxy, chemistry is constantly preparing the raw materials that could someday become new worlds and perhaps new forms of life. The Milky Way is not only filled with stars and planets, but also with the basic ingredients needed to create something extraordinary. Fact 45. The warped shape of our galaxy. For a long time, astronomers imagined the Milky Way as a perfectly flat spiral disk, but modern observations revealed a surprising feature. The outer edges of our galaxy are slightly bent and twisted, creating a gentle wave-like shape rather than a perfect circle. This galactic warp causes one side of the Milky Way's disk to curve upward while the opposite side bends downward. Scientists believe this distortion may be caused by gravitational interactions with nearby satellite galaxies and invisible forces within the galaxy itself. The warp shows that the Milky Way is not a rigid structure, but a constantly changing system responding to its environment. Even something as enormous as an entire galaxy can be shaped by subtle gravitational influences over billions of years. Our home galaxy is therefore not a perfect cosmic painting, but a living, moving structure with its own unique imperfections. Fact 46. The lost brothers and sisters of the Sun. The Sun was not born alone. Billions of years ago, it formed inside a crowded stellar nursery, surrounded by thousands of other young stars. Over time, gravitational interactions slowly separated these sibling stars, scattering them across different regions of the Milky Way. Today, some of the Sun's original companions may be thousands of light years away, shining silently among countless other stars. Astronomers search for these lost siblings by comparing chemical compositions, ages, and movements to find stars that share a common origin with our Sun. Discovering these solar siblings helps scientists understand the environment where our solar system first formed. It also reveals that stars are not always permanent neighbors, but can travel enormous distances throughout their galactic lives. Somewhere within the Milky Way, the Sun's ancient family may still exist, carrying the same cosmic fingerprints from the beginning of our own story. Fact 47. The Galactic Fountain. The Milky Way has a remarkable recycling system that moves material between the galaxy's disk and its surrounding halo. This process, known as the galactic fountain, begins when massive stars explode as powerful supernovae. These explosions launch enormous amounts of heated gas high above the galactic plane, creating giant bubbles of material rising into space. After traveling thousands of light years, the gas eventually cools and falls back toward the galaxy like a slow cosmic rainfall. This returning material provides fresh ingredients for future generations of stars and planets. The process allows the Milky Way to continuously reuse the elements created inside previous generations of stars. Just like Earth's natural cycles recycle water and nutrients, the galaxy itself has a grand cosmic cycle that renews its materials. Fact 48. Omega Centauri, the captured galaxy core. Among the most impressive star clusters in the Milky Way is Omega Centauri, a massive collection containing millions of stars. Unlike ordinary globular clusters, Omega Centauri appears unusually large and contains stars with a wide variety of ages and chemical compositions. Because of these unusual characteristics, astronomers believe it may actually be the surviving core of a small galaxy that was consumed by the Milky Way billions of years ago. The outer regions of that ancient galaxy were likely stripped away through gravitational interactions, leaving only this dense stellar heart behind. Today, Omega Centauri travels through the galactic halo as a beautiful reminder of the Milky Way's violent history. By studying it, scientists can learn how galaxies grow by absorbing smaller companions over enormous periods of time. This ancient cluster is essentially a fossil from another galaxy, preserved inside our own cosmic home. Fact 49. Looking through time across the galaxy. When we observe the Milky Way, we are not seeing the galaxy exactly as it exists right now, but as it appeared in the past. This happens because light requires time to travel across the enormous distances between stars and Earth. A star located 1,000 light-years away appears as it looked 1,000 years ago when its light first began traveling toward us. The farther away we look, the further back in time we are observing, allowing astronomy to become a form of cosmic archaeology. The night sky is therefore a collection of ancient messages arriving from different moments throughout history. Some stars we see today may have already changed or even disappeared, but their ancient light continues crossing space toward us. The Milky Way is a living time capsule where every photon carries a story from the distant past. Fact 50. The endless silence between the stars. Despite containing hundreds of billions of stars, the Milky Way is mostly a place of unimaginable emptiness. The distances between stars are so enormous that even the crowded regions of the galaxy contain mostly vast stretches of darkness. If the Sun were reduced to the size of a grain of sand, the nearest neighboring star would still be many kilometers away. This incredible separation explains why stars almost never collide, even when entire galaxies merge together. The emptiness of space creates a peaceful environment where countless worlds can exist independently across enormous distances. Within this silent ocean of darkness, every star represents a small island of warmth, light, and possibility. The Milky Way is therefore both incredibly full and incredibly empty, a magnificent galaxy of countless suns separated by the quiet beauty of the cosmic void. Fact 51. The Milky Way's hidden satellite galaxies. The Milky Way is surrounded by dozens of smaller companion galaxies that orbit around it like tiny cosmic moons. These dwarf galaxies are much smaller than our own galaxy, containing millions or sometimes only thousands of stars compared with the hundreds of billions inside the Milky Way. Many of these companions are extremely faint and difficult to observe because they contain very little gas and produce very little light. Scientists believe some of these dwarf galaxies are survivors of ancient encounters where the Milky Way absorbed their former companions. Their movements and structures provide important clues about how large galaxies grow over billions of years. The discovery of these small satellite galaxies also helps astronomers understand the role of dark matter in shaping galactic systems. Even the smallest galaxies contribute to the incredible story of how our enormous cosmic home came into existence. Fact 52. The galactic migration of stars. Stars inside the Milky Way are not permanently fixed in the same location where they were born. Over billions of years, many stars slowly migrate across the galaxy due to gravitational interactions with spiral arms, gas clouds, and other stars. This process means that a star born in one region of the Milky Way may eventually find itself thousands of light years away. Our own Sun may have traveled significantly from its original birthplace since it formed more than 4 billion years ago. These stellar journeys help spread elements created by dying stars throughout the galaxy, enriching new regions with material needed for future planets. The Milky Way is therefore not a collection of stationary objects, but a constantly moving ocean of stars traveling through space. Every star carries a story of where it was born, where it has traveled, and where it may eventually end its journey. Fact 53. The incredible density of the galactic center. The center of the Milky Way is one of the most crowded environments in our entire galaxy. While our neighborhood contains stars separated by several light years, the region around the galactic core contains millions of stars packed much more closely together. In this dense environment, the night sky from a hypothetical planet near the center would look dramatically brighter than the sky seen from Earth. Thousands of stars would appear larger and brighter because of their close proximity. However, this crowded region would also experience intense radiation, powerful gravitational forces, and frequent stellar interactions. The galactic center represents both the beauty and danger of extreme cosmic environments. It is a brilliant city of stars where ancient suns have gathered around the mysterious gravitational heart of the Milky Way. Fact 54. the life cycle of stars in the galaxy. The Milky Way follows a continuous cycle where stars are born, live, and eventually return their material back into space. Young stars form inside cold clouds of gas, spending millions or billions of years producing energy through nuclear fusion. When massive stars reach the end of their lives, they explode as supernovae and scatter newly created elements throughout the galaxy. These elements become part of future generations of stars, planets, and even living organisms. The carbon in our bodies, the oxygen we breathe, and many minerals within Earth were created inside ancient stars. The galaxy is therefore constantly transforming old material into new possibilities. Every star is part of a much larger cosmic story that connects generations across billions of years. Fact 55. The Milky Way's invisible atmosphere. Although galaxies appear to have sharp edges and images, the Milky Way actually extends much farther than the visible stars suggest. Surrounding the bright disk is a massive atmosphere-like region called the circumgalactic medium. This area contains extremely thin gas, hot plasma, and material that connects the galaxy to the wider universe. Scientists believe this region plays an important role in controlling how galaxies grow by exchanging material with their surroundings. Gas can leave the galaxy through powerful events like supernova explosions and later return to help create new stars. The circumgalactic medium is difficult to study because it is extremely faint and spread across enormous distances. Even the seemingly empty space around our galaxy is filled with activity and hidden structures. Fact 56. The ancient globular star cities. Throughout the halo of the Milky Way are enormous spherical groups of stars called globular clusters. These ancient star cities can contain hundreds of thousands or even millions of stars packed together by gravity. Unlike the younger stars and the spiral arms, globular clusters are among the oldest surviving structures in our galaxy. Many formed shortly after the Milky Way itself began taking shape more than 12 billion years ago. Because their stars formed at nearly the same time, scientists can use them to study the early conditions of the universe. These clusters orbit far above and below the galactic disk, creating beautiful ancient communities drifting through space. They are like cosmic fossils, preserving memories from the earliest chapters of the Milky Way's history. Fact 57. The galactic magnetic highways. The Milky Way contains enormous magnetic structures that influence the movement of particles throughout the galaxy. These invisible magnetic fields stretch across thousands of light years and follow the general pattern of the spiral arms. They guide high-energy cosmic rays and affect how clouds of gas move and collapse to form new stars. Although the magnetic forces are extremely weak, their influence becomes powerful because they operate across such enormous distances. Astronomers study these fields by observing how radio waves and light become altered while traveling through space. The galaxy's magnetic environment acts like an invisible transportation network connecting different regions together. Without these hidden forces, the structure and evolution of the Milky Way would be very different. Fact 58. The search for alien civilizations. With hundreds of billions of stars and possibly trillions of planets, the Milky Way has long inspired the question of whether we are alone. Scientists have searched for possible signs of intelligent life by studying radio signals, planetary atmospheres, and unusual cosmic patterns. Projects such as SETI examine the skies for artificial signals that could indicate advanced civilizations elsewhere in the galaxy. Although no confirmed evidence of extraterrestrial intelligence has been discovered, the search continues across many wavelengths of light. The enormous number of potentially habitable worlds means that even rare life could exist in countless locations. Every star represents a possible story, with planets that may have their own oceans, landscapes, and histories. The Milky Way remains not only a scientific mystery, but also a question about our place among the stars. Fact 59. The galactic seasons. Just as Earth experiences seasons due to its tilted axis, the solar system experiences slow changes as it travels through the Milky Way. Our journey around the galaxy brings us through different regions containing varying amounts of gas, dust, and cosmic radiation. These changes occur over millions of years, far too slowly for humans to notice directly. Scientists have investigated whether passages through dense regions of space may have influenced Earth's climate or biological history. Although these connections remain complex and uncertain, they show that our planet is connected to much larger cosmic cycles. Earth is not isolated from the galaxy, but constantly interacts with its wider environment. The solar system is a traveler moving through different neighborhoods of the Milky Way across immense stretches of time. Fact 60. The future of star formation. The Milky Way will continue creating new stars for billions of years, but its future will eventually change. As available gas is consumed and fewer new clouds form, the rate of star birth will slowly decrease. Eventually, the galaxy will become dominated by older stars while younger generations become increasingly rare. The collision with Andromeda will also reshape the supply of gas and influence future star formation. After billions of years, the combined galaxy may become a quieter place filled mostly with aging stars. Although the brilliant spiral arms of today may disappear, the galaxy will continue glowing for an incredibly long time. The story of the Milky Way is not about permanent existence, but about a beautiful transformation unfolding across cosmic time. Fact 61. The Milky Way's supernova factories. Throughout the spiral arms of the Milky Way, enormous stars are living short but spectacular lives before ending in powerful explosions called supernovae. These massive stars burn through their fuel millions of times faster than smaller stars like our Sun, creating heavier elements deep within their cores. When they finally collapse, they release an unimaginable amount of energy, briefly shining brighter than entire collections of ordinary stars. These explosions scatter elements such as iron, oxygen, calcium, and silicon across the galaxy, spreading the ingredients needed for future worlds. The atoms that later become planets, oceans, and living organisms often begin their journey inside these violent stellar deaths. Supernovae may appear destructive, but they are actually one of the most important creative forces in the Milky Way. The galaxy continuously transforms the remains of dead stars into the building blocks of new generations of cosmic wonders. Fact 62. The dark heart of space. At the center of the Milky Way, the region around Sagittarius A represents one of the most extreme environments known to science. Although the black hole itself is invisible, the area surrounding it is filled with intense gravity, rapidly moving stars, and clouds of superheated gas. Some stars near the center orbit the black hole at thousands of kilometers per second, revealing the enormous power hidden beneath the darkness. The closer objects approach the black hole, the more dramatically time and space themselves are affected by gravity. Studying this region allows scientists to test Einstein's theories under conditions impossible to recreate on Earth. The galactic center is both mysterious and beautiful, combining ancient stars with one of the universe's most powerful objects. Hidden behind layers of cosmic dust, the heart of our galaxy remains one of humanity's greatest astronomical mysteries. Fact 63. the Milky Way's spiral arms are waves. Many people imagine the spiral arms of galaxies as permanent structures like solid branches, but the reality is much more fascinating. The spiral arms of the Milky Way are actually regions where stars, gas, and dust become temporarily concentrated. These areas behave more like giant waves traveling through the galaxy, rather than fixed collections of stars. As clouds of gas pass through these dense regions, they become compressed and trigger the formation of new stars. Young, bright stars make the spiral arms appear luminous, while older stars continue moving throughout the galaxy independently. Over millions of years, stars can enter and leave these spiral regions as the galaxy rotates. The beautiful spiral shape of the Milky Way is therefore a dynamic pattern created by movement, gravity, and time. Fact 64. The first stars of the Milky Way. The earliest stars that formed in the young Milky Way were completely different from the stars we see today. Known as population 3 stars, these ancient suns were created from almost pure hydrogen and helium left over after the Big Bang. Without heavier elements, they could grow incredibly massive and burn extremely brightly before dying quickly. Their explosive deaths created the first heavy elements that later generations of stars and planets would inherit. Although no confirmed population 3 stars have been directly observed, their influence remains visible through chemical clues in ancient stars. These forgotten giants helped transform the simple early universe into the complex cosmos we know today. Every star, planet, and living creature ultimately traces part of its history back to these first cosmic flames. Fact 65. The Milky Way stellar rivers. Across the galaxy, astronomers have discovered enormous streams of stars stretching through space like glowing rivers. These structures are usually the remains of smaller galaxies or star clusters that were pulled apart by the gravity of the Milky Way. As these smaller systems were destroyed, their stars continued traveling along similar paths, creating long trails across the sky. These stellar streams provide direct evidence of the violent events that helped shape our galaxy. By studying their movements, scientists can reconstruct ancient collisions that happened billions of years ago. Each stream is like a fossil record written across the heavens, preserving moments from the Milky Way's distant past. The galaxy's beauty is therefore built upon countless stories of transformation and cosmic change. Fact 66. The Milky Way's hidden gas reservoirs. Although stars dominate our view of the galaxy, enormous amounts of invisible gas exist throughout the Milky Way. Hydrogen gas, the simplest element in the universe, fills the spaces between stars and provides the raw material for future star formation. Much of this gas is extremely cold and difficult to detect using ordinary telescopes because it does not produce visible light. Radio telescopes allow scientists to map these hidden reservoirs and understand how material moves through the galaxy. The balance between gas consumption and gas recycling determines how quickly new stars can continue forming. Without these invisible clouds, the Milky Way would eventually run out of fuel for creating new suns. The galaxy's future depends on this hidden ocean of material quietly flowing through space. Fact 67. The galactic weather system. Although space may appear calm and empty, the Milky Way experiences powerful forms of cosmic weather. Supernova explosions, stellar winds, radiation bursts, and moving clouds of gas constantly reshape the environment between stars. These events can compress clouds, trigger new star formation, or destroy developing planetary systems. Near massive stars, intense radiation creates enormous bubbles of hot gas expanding through surrounding space. The galaxy is therefore not a motionless collection of stars, but a constantly changing environment filled with energy and activity. Just like Earth has storms, winds, and changing weather patterns, the Milky Way has its own enormous cosmic weather systems. These processes operate over millions of years, creating the slow but powerful evolution of the galaxy. Fact 68. The search for habitable worlds. Finding planets beyond our solar system has become one of the greatest scientific missions of the modern age. Thousands of exoplanets have been discovered throughout the Milky Way using methods such as observing tiny changes in starlight. Some of these worlds orbit within regions where temperatures could allow liquid water to exist on their surfaces. Scientists study their atmospheres to search for chemical signs that could indicate biological activity. The discovery of so many planets has transformed our understanding of how common planetary systems may be. Instead of being a rare exception, Earth may be one example among countless worlds across the galaxy. The search continues as humanity looks toward the stars for answers about life beyond our own planet. Fact 69. The Milky Way's invisible halo. Beyond the visible edge of the galaxy exists an enormous invisible region extending far into space. This halo contains dark matter, extremely old stars, hot gas, and remnants of ancient galactic interactions. Although the bright disk of the Milky Way spans about 100,000 light-years, the dark matter halo extends much farther. Its gravity influences the movement of stars, satellite galaxies, and even the motion of our entire galaxy. Scientists continue studying this hidden structure because it contains important clues about how galaxies form and evolve. The invisible halo represents the majority of the Milky Way's mass despite being completely hidden from human eyes. The galaxy we see is only the glowing surface of a much larger unseen cosmic structure. Fact 70. Humanity's small place in the galaxy. After exploring the Milky Way's enormous scale, one truth becomes clear. Humanity occupies a very small corner of a vast cosmic world. Our entire civilization exists on one planet orbiting one ordinary star located in a quiet region of one spiral arm. Yet despite our small size, we have developed the ability to study distant galaxies and understand the history of the universe. The atoms in our bodies were created through ancient cosmic processes that began long before Earth existed. We are not separate from the galaxy, but are made from the same material that forms stars and planets. The Milky Way is not just something we observe from a distance. It is the environment that created us. Every person looking at the night sky is a small part of the galaxy becoming aware of itself. Fact 71. The Milky Way's stellar graveyards. Across the vast regions of the Milky Way are places where the remains of ancient stars continue their silent existence. When stars reach the end of their lives, they leave behind incredible remnants such as white dwarfs, neutron stars, and black holes. These objects no longer shine through the same process that powered their earlier lives, yet they preserve the history of the stars they once were. White dwarfs slowly cool over trillions of years, becoming faint cosmic embers drifting through the galaxy. Neutron stars compress the mass of entire stars into incredibly small spheres where matter behaves in ways impossible on Earth. Black holes represent the final stage of the most massive stars, where gravity becomes so powerful that even light cannot escape. The Milky Way is therefore not only a birthplace of stars, but also a vast cemetery containing the remains of countless ancient suns. Fact 72. The galactic recycling machine. The Milky Way operates like an enormous recycling system where matter constantly changes form throughout cosmic time. Stars are born from clouds of gas, spend millions or billions of years shining, and eventually return their material back into space. Supernova explosions scatter newly created elements across the galaxy, enriching future generations of stars and planets. The carbon, oxygen, and other elements that make life possible were created through these endless cycles of stellar transformation. Without this recycling process, the universe would contain only simple elements like hydrogen and helium. Every generation of stars builds upon the previous one, making the galaxy increasingly complex over billions of years. The Milky Way is a cosmic ecosystem where nothing truly disappears. It simply becomes part of something new. Fact 73. The mysterious center of the galaxy. The center of the Milky Way remains one of the most fascinating regions ever studied by astronomers. Hidden behind enormous clouds of dust, this area contains millions of stars, powerful radiation sources, and the supermassive black hole Sagittarius A star. Although we cannot see the center clearly with visible light, advanced telescopes using infrared and radio waves allow us to explore this hidden world. The stars near the center move at incredible speeds, following paths shaped by the immense gravity of the black hole. Studying this region helps scientists understand how galaxies form and how black holes influence their surroundings. The galactic center represents a place where extreme forces and ancient history come together. It is the mysterious heartbeat of the Milky Way, quietly controlling the movements of countless stars. Fact 74. The Milky Way's youngest stars. While some stars in our galaxy are almost as old as the universe itself, others are only a few thousand years old. These newborn stars form inside dense clouds of gas and dust scattered throughout the spiral arms. Young stars are often much hotter and brighter than older stars, shining with intense blue and white light. Their powerful radiation shapes the surrounding nebulae and influences the formation of nearby planetary systems. Astronomers study these young stars to understand how the process of star birth creates different types of solar systems. Each newborn star represents a fresh beginning in the continuing evolution of the galaxy. Even after billions of years of existence, the Milky Way continues producing new lights in the darkness. Fact 75. The cosmic neighborhood of Earth. Our solar system exists within a small region of the Milky Way known as the solar neighborhood. This area contains thousands of nearby stars, although most are too faint to be seen without telescopes. The closest neighboring star system is Alpha Centauri, located more than 4 light-years away from Earth. Compared with the crowded center of the galaxy, our neighborhood is calm, spacious, and relatively peaceful. This quiet environment may have helped Earth maintain stability for billions of years. The stars around us provide astronomers with the best opportunities to study other planetary systems in detail. Our small corner of the galaxy may seem ordinary, but it is the only place we currently know where the universe has produced conscious observers. Fact 76. The Milky Way's galactic traffic. The Milky Way may appear organized from a distance, but inside it is a constantly moving environment filled with countless interactions. Stars orbit the center, gas clouds collide, magnetic fields shift, and gravitational forces reshape the galaxy over time. Occasionally, stars pass relatively close to one another, slightly changing their paths through space. Large clouds of gas can also interact, creating waves of star formation across the spiral arms. These movements happen extremely slowly compared with human lifetimes, making the galaxy appear almost frozen. However, over millions and billions of years, these small changes completely transform the structure of the galaxy. The Milky Way is like a gigantic cosmic city where every object is constantly traveling through space. Fact 77. The role of gravity in building the galaxy. Gravity is the invisible force responsible for creating and maintaining the entire structure of the Milky Way. After the early universe expanded, gravity slowly gathered clouds of gas and dark matter together, forming the first galaxies. Over billions of years, these collections grew larger through star formation and collisions with smaller galaxies. Gravity keeps stars in orbit around the galactic center and prevents the galaxy from flying apart. It also controls the movement of planets, star clusters, and enormous clouds of gas. Without gravity, the Milky Way would never have formed its elegant spiral structure. This simple force, invisible yet powerful, is the architect that built our entire cosmic home. Fact 78. The Milky Way's ancient collisions. Throughout its history, the Milky Way has experienced many violent encounters with other galaxies. When smaller galaxies approach too closely, the gravity of our galaxy slowly stretched them apart and absorbed their material. These ancient collisions helped increase the size of the Milky Way and contributed new stars to its population. Astronomers can still find evidence of these events through streams of stars and unusual groups of objects. Each collision left behind clues that reveal how our galaxy evolved over billions of years. The Milky Way was not created in a single moment, but assembled through countless cosmic events. Its current beauty is the result of a long history of destruction, transformation, and renewal. Fact 79. The strange worlds around other stars. The Milky Way contains an incredible variety of planets, unlike anything found in our own solar system. Some planets are enormous gas giants orbiting extremely close to their stars, while others may be covered in oceans or frozen landscapes. Astronomers have discovered worlds where years last only a few days because they orbit extremely close to their stars. Other planets may wander alone through space without any star at all to provide warmth. These discoveries show that nature creates planetary systems in countless different ways. Earth is only one example among a vast collection of possible worlds throughout the galaxy. The diversity of planets in the Milky Way reveals how creative the universe can be when building new environments. Fact 80. The endless exploration of the Milky Way. For thousands of years, humans have looked upward and wondered about the glowing river of stars above them. Today, advanced telescopes and spacecraft allow us to explore regions of the Milky Way that ancient civilizations could never imagine. Yet despite all our discoveries, most of the galaxy remains unexplored and mysterious. There are billions of stars, countless planets, and enormous structures that we have only begun to understand. Every new observation reveals another layer of complexity hidden within our cosmic home. The journey to understand the Milky Way is not a story with a final chapter, but an endless exploration. As humanity continues looking toward the stars, the galaxy continues revealing new secrets waiting to be discovered. Fact 81. The Milky Way's hidden star factories. Across the spiral arms of the Milky Way are enormous clouds of gas that act as factories where new stars are continuously created. These regions, known as molecular clouds, contain incredibly cold collections of hydrogen molecules and tiny dust particles floating through space. Over millions of years, gravity slowly pulls sections of these clouds together until the pressure and temperature become high enough for a star to ignite. Inside these hidden nurseries, hundreds or even thousands of stars can form from the same cloud of material. Many of these newborn stars remain hidden at first because thick layers of dust block their visible light from reaching Earth. Infrared telescopes allow astronomers to look through this cosmic fog and observe stars in the earliest moments of their lives. The Milky Way is constantly renewing itself through these hidden factories, creating new suns that will shine for billions of years. Fact 82. The speed of stars around the galaxy. Every star in the Milky Way is moving, following a path shaped by the gravity of the entire galaxy. Our sun travels around the galactic center at an incredible speed of roughly 800,000 kilometers per hour. Even at this enormous velocity, the galaxy is so large that one complete orbit takes about 230 million years. Stars closer to the center experience stronger gravity, while stars farther away travel through much wider regions of space. The movement of stars helps astronomers understand the hidden structure and mass distribution of the Milky Way. By carefully measuring these motions, scientists discovered evidence for the invisible presence of dark matter. The galaxy is not a static picture in the sky, but a constantly moving system traveling through the universe. Fact 83. The Milky Way's radio universe. The Milky Way looks completely different when observed through radio waves instead of visible light. Radio telescopes reveal structures hidden from human eyes, including cold gas clouds, magnetic fields, and energetic regions around stars. Many parts of the galaxy that appear empty in ordinary images are actually filled with invisible activity. Hydrogen atoms throughout the galaxy produce specific radio signals that allow scientists to map the distribution of gas. These observations help researchers understand how material moves through the galaxy and where future stars may form. The radio view of the Milky Way reveals a universe of invisible energy and hidden structures. By listening to the galaxy through radio waves, astronomers uncover a side of our home that ordinary eyesight could never reveal. Fact 84. The Milky Way's giant star clusters. Beyond individual stars, the Milky Way contains enormous collections of suns grouped together by gravity. These star clusters can contain thousands, hundreds of thousands, or even millions of stars moving together through space. Some clusters formed recently inside star-forming regions, while others are ancient survivors from the earliest days of the galaxy. Young clusters often contain bright, massive stars that illuminate surrounding clouds of gas. Older clusters provide valuable information about how the Milky Way developed throughout cosmic history. These stellar communities demonstrate that stars are often born together rather than forming completely alone. A single cloud of gas can create an entire family of stars that travel together for millions of years. Fact 85. The mystery of the galactic core's energy. The center of the Milky Way releases powerful forms of energy that scientists are still studying today. Around Sagittarius A*, hot gas, magnetic fields, and rapidly moving particles create complex interactions. Although our galaxy's black hole is relatively quiet, evidence suggests it has experienced much more active periods in the past. Ancient bursts of energy may have created enormous structures like the Fermi bubbles extending above and below the galactic plane. These events reveal that the center of the galaxy can suddenly become a place of extreme activity. Understanding these processes helps scientists learn how black holes influence entire galaxies. The quiet appearance of our galactic center hides a history filled with dramatic cosmic events. Fact 86. The stars that will outlive the universe's present age. Not all stars live fast and disappear quickly. Some are incredibly efficient and can survive for extraordinary lengths of time. Small red dwarf stars burn their fuel slowly, allowing them to shine for trillions of years. Many red dwarfs in the Milky Way are older than our sun and will continue glowing long after larger stars have disappeared. Because they are small and long-lived, these stars are considered important candidates in the search for planets that could maintain stable environments. Their slow evolution means they represent some of the longest-lasting sources of light in the universe. The future Milky Way may eventually become dominated by these small, persistent stars. Even when many bright stars have faded away, tiny red suns may continue lighting the darkness. Fact 87. The galactic dance of neighboring galaxies. The Milky Way is part of a larger family of galaxies that constantly interact through gravity. Our closest major neighbor, the Andromeda Galaxy, influences our own galaxy even though it is millions of light years away. Smaller companion galaxies also orbit around the Milky Way, creating a complex gravitational dance across space. These interactions slowly change the shapes, movements, and futures of entire galaxies. Gravity connects these distant worlds together even across unimaginable distances. The universe is not made of isolated objects, but of relationships between massive structures. The Milky Way story is therefore connected to the stories of countless other galaxies surrounding it. Fact 88. The Milky Way's dusty highways. Interstellar dust may seem like simple particles floating through space, but it plays a crucial role in the life of the galaxy. These tiny grains absorb and scatter light, creating the dark lanes visible across the Milky Way's bright band. Dust also provides surfaces where atoms can combine into more complex molecules necessary for planet formation. Without these microscopic particles, many of the chemical processes needed to create planets and life would be far more difficult. Much of this dust comes from ancient stars that released their outer layers into space. The material from dead stars becomes the foundation for future generations of worlds. The galaxy's darkest regions often contain the ingredients for its brightest future creations. Fact 89. The search for the first alien signals. For decades, scientists have wondered whether another civilization somewhere in the Milky Way might be attempting communication. Because radio waves can travel across enormous distances, researchers have searched the skies for unusual artificial signals. Projects dedicated to this search analyze millions of frequencies looking for patterns that could not be produced naturally. So far, no confirmed signal from an extraterrestrial civilization has been discovered. However, the search continues because the Milky Way contains billions of planets where life could potentially exist. Even a single confirmed discovery would completely transform humanity's understanding of our place in the universe. The silent search across the stars represents one of humanity's greatest questions. Are we alone? Fact 90. The Milky Way as a cosmic time machine. Every observation of the Milky Way is also a journey into the past, because light requires time to travel across space. When astronomers observe distant stars, they are seeing those stars as they appeared thousands or millions of years ago. The galaxy itself is filled with different moments of history arriving at Earth simultaneously. Ancient stars show us the conditions of the early universe, while young stars reveal the ongoing process of creation. Telescopes allow scientists to piece together these different moments and reconstruct the story of the galaxy. In this way, the Milky Way becomes a natural time machine built from billions of years of stored light. Every photon arriving from the stars carries a message from a different chapter of cosmic history. Fact 91. The Milky Way's invisible cosmic skeleton. The beautiful spiral shape of the Milky Way is only the visible part of a much larger hidden structure. Beneath the glowing stars exists an enormous framework made mostly of dark matter, an invisible substance that scientists cannot see directly. This dark matter forms a giant halo surrounding the galaxy and provides the gravitational foundation that keeps everything together. Without this invisible skeleton, the stars at the edges of the Milky Way would move away instead of remaining in their beautiful spiral paths. Although dark matter does not produce light, its presence can be detected by studying how stars and galaxies move. Scientists believe that dark matter helped guide the formation of the Milky Way billions of years ago. The galaxy we see is like a glowing city built upon an invisible cosmic foundation stretching far beyond our vision. Fact 92. The Milky Way's giant molecular clouds. Among the largest structures in our galaxy are enormous collections of cold gas, known as giant molecular clouds. These clouds can stretch across hundreds of light years and contain enough material to create millions of stars. They are among the darkest places in the galaxy because their dense dust blocks visible light from passing through. Inside these clouds, gravity slowly gathers material into smaller regions that eventually collapse and create newborn stars. Some of the most famous nebulae in the Milky Way are parts of these enormous star-forming regions. These clouds represent the beginning of the stellar life cycle, where future suns and planets first begin their journey. Hidden inside the darkness of these giant clouds are the future generations of the Milky Way. Fact 93. The galactic center's mysterious star orbits. The stars closest to Sagittarius A provide some of the strongest evidence for the existence of the supermassive black hole at the heart of our galaxy. Some of these stars follow incredibly fast orbits around an invisible point in space. One famous star, known as S2, completes an orbit around the black hole in only about 16 years. During its closest approach, it travels at thousands of kilometers per second because of the extreme gravitational pull. By tracking these movements, scientists have calculated the mass and size of Sagittarius A star. These observations also provide opportunities to test how gravity behaves in the most extreme environments. The movements of these tiny points of light reveal the hidden giant controlling the center of our galaxy. Fact 94. The Milky Way's cosmic bubbles. Above and below the plane of the galaxy are enormous structures created by powerful events from the galactic center. Known as the Fermi bubbles, these giant regions extend tens of thousands of light years into space. They were discovered through observations of gamma rays, a type of extremely energetic radiation. Scientists believe they may have formed when the central black hole experienced a period of intense activity millions of years ago. During this event, enormous amounts of energy may have been released into surrounding space. These bubbles are invisible to human eyes, but reveal that the Milky Way has experienced dramatic episodes in its past. They are like ancient scars showing that even galaxies have moments of violence and transformation. Fact 95. The Milky Way's wandering stars. Not every star in the galaxy follows a predictable path around the center of the Milky Way. Some stars are moving so quickly that they may eventually escape the gravitational influence of our galaxy completely. These objects are called hypervelocity stars and are among the fastest moving stars ever discovered. Many scientists believe they were accelerated by close interactions with the supermassive black hole at the galactic center. A star passing near Sagittarius A* can receive a powerful gravitational boost, sending it racing outward through space. These runaway stars carry stories of violent encounters that happened millions of years ago. They remind us that even stars can become cosmic travelers wandering between galaxies. Fact 96. The Milky Way's changing appearance. If humans could travel billions of years into the future, the Milky Way would look completely different from today. The spiral arms that define our galaxy are temporary structures that slowly change over time. Future collisions with Andromeda and interactions with smaller galaxies will reshape the entire system. The bright regions of star formation may eventually disappear as the supply of gas decreases. The galaxy may transform from an elegant spiral into a larger, smoother collection of older stars. Although this sounds like destruction, it is simply another stage in the natural evolution of galaxies. The Milky Way is not a permanent object, but a constantly changing cosmic story. Fact 97. The oldest light within the galaxy. Some stars inside the Milky Way contain information from a time shortly after the universe began. These ancient stars formed when the universe was young and still contained very few heavy elements. By studying their chemical composition, astronomers can learn about the conditions that existed billions of years ago. These stars act like living fossils, preserving clues from the earliest chapters of cosmic history. Their light has traveled across enormous distances and survived for billions of years before reaching Earth. They are among the oldest objects humans can study directly. The Milky Way is therefore not only a collection of stars, but also a library containing the history of the universe itself. Fact 98. The Milky Way's relationship with time. The timescales of the Milky Way are almost impossible for human minds to imagine. A single human lifetime represents only a tiny moment compared with the billions of years of galactic evolution. Stars are born, live, and die over periods far longer than recorded human history. Entire spiral arms can change while civilizations rise and disappear on Earth. The galaxy operates on a scale where millions of years feel like moments in a much larger story. Understanding this immense timeline gives us a deeper appreciation for our temporary place in the universe. The Milky Way teaches us that cosmic change is slow, patient, and incredibly powerful. Fact 99. The Milky Way's endless discoveries. Even after centuries of astronomy, scientists continue discovering new secrets hidden within our galaxy. New telescopes and spacecraft reveal previously unknown stars, planets, structures, and cosmic events. Missions that map the positions and movements of stars are creating the most detailed picture of the Milky Way ever made. Each discovery changes our understanding of how galaxies form and how they evolve. Many mysteries still remain, including the true nature of dark matter and the possibility of life elsewhere. The galaxy is so vast that humanity has explored only a tiny fraction of its wonders. Every generation of scientists discovers another piece of the enormous puzzle that is our cosmic home. Fact 100. The Milky Way, our home among the stars. After exploring 100 incredible facts, the Milky Way becomes more than just a collection of stars. It is a living, evolving structure filled with birth, death, transformation, and endless movement. Within its spiral arms are ancient suns, newborn stars, mysterious planets, and forces beyond human imagination. Our Earth exists on a small planet around an ordinary star, located in a quiet corner of this enormous galaxy. Yet the atoms within our bodies were created through the same cosmic processes that built the stars above us. We are not visitors to the Milky Way. We are a part of it, made from its history and connected to its future. When we look into the night sky, we are looking at our own cosmic home, a magnificent galaxy carrying our story through the endless universe. And now, as our journey through the Milky Way slowly comes to an end, let yourself return gently to the quiet world around you. Tonight, we traveled across billions of stars, ancient worlds, and mysteries hidden within our cosmic home. Remember, every star you see in the night sky carries a story, and we are all connected to this incredible universe. If you enjoyed this peaceful journey through space, consider subscribing and joining us for more relaxing explorations of history, science, and the unknown. Your support helps us continue creating these slow, thoughtful journeys into the wonders of our universe. Before you leave, share in the comments where you are watching from and what part of the galaxy fascinated you the most. Until our next journey together, keep looking up at the stars, stay curious, and let the universe remind you how beautiful the unknown can be. Good night, and may your dreams travel peacefully among the stars.